Okay, we're going to begin our hail inspection here at 2416 Westridge over here in Plano. Homeowner does have a plastic mailbox, not going to be any damage on that. I do see a few little hailstones right here. Here. You have some hail damage on your post. Your post doesn't stain, so they won't pay for it, but that's already kind of showing me that there's some hail damage on the property. I always like to take a preliminary look around, and it looks like the roof has been replaced here fairly recently. The only reason I know that is because usually when it's your home's like, remodeled or something like that, they paint that silver galvanized drip edge, or they use a painted drip edge to replace it. Now getting back here, we obviously see some things that are going on. It just looks to me like not very, your soffit is just not very sealed. Right here, that's an easy entry point for birds, small squirrels, and stuff like that, and your fence looks pretty good too. So we may be able to see some more damage from the top. Not exactly sure, but we want to get up there and look. Don't have a lot going on down here, which isn't a bad thing. One thing we're going to notice right away is right there, that's a nasty hailstone that hit you right there. Going to take a look right here. They did a good job with your felt. If you notice, your felt is coming at least 1/4 inch over your drip edge, and they went a little bit more. It's really good. I'm a little concerned why this would be sagging like that, unless it was coming from your chimney flashing, which also could be possible. This isn't going to be where we're going to want to check, but I'm already seeing some hail damage. The thing is, your tree line here and the trees in your front yard really are going to have protected this area. Getting up here, I'm just noticing, if you notice, you can see some little hail dents here and there. That's enough to get this paid for. And then what the insurance company is going to be looking for is 8 to 10 hits in a 10 by 10 area. This slope is fairly good, but I'm starting to see some damage right here. You got hail hit. Your ridges have been pretty battered, and then over here, your whirlybirds or your exhaust turbines, these should be spinning. They're not. Obviously, you can see the hail damage on here as well. But let's find some hail and not worry too much more about the accessories, because they're solid. So I'll come here now. When I'm up here like this, I don't like to move, just so you know. I'm not leaving that 10 by 10 area. We're looking for 8 to 10 hits. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Find one more for good measure. 9, 10, 11. This slope is total. The insurance company will 100% agree with me. We can move on and check a different slope. Same thing I can see over here. Once again, I won't move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Once again, you have a totaled slope. Now, one thing I will tell you is, whoever did your roof install, they did a good job by caulking your nail holes. This is going to keep water out, but one thing I don't see very often is, look where the hailstone has came in and actually cracked your pipe jack. You don't see this very often, and it would have taken a real big stone to do that. Once again, just showing you more damage. What you see right here is, if you can see, that's where that stone hit, and we're talking about probably 1.75 inches, getting close to, getting close to enormous hail. Well, your shingle's made up of 3 different materials: asphalt, fiberglass, and granules. Whenever these hailstones come in, and you can see them real bad right here, just beat up. whenever a hailstone hits, it's not the fact that your shingle is damaged that they're really worried about. What they're really concerned about is under your shingles is a felt underlayment, and the velocity of those hailstones come in so hard, it actually compromises and breaks that felt barrier, and it allows for moisture to get in. So that's why they pay for your roof. Now this is more indicative of what your roof should look like. If you notice, this isn't hail, and that might be hail actually, but because there's not more of it, they would say that this was probably from roof access, maybe a boot or something like that. There's just not a lot, and this is more of what your roof should look like. Everything is there, all your granules are there. Every now and then you can kind of see, and that's not even, that's just a nail in there. But as soon as we step from here, obviously one came in, hit hard right there. All your ridges, all your exhaust caps, your chimney cap, now you got two things going on here. Number one, you have plastic gutters, so these actually stand up pretty good to hail. However, all I need to find is one. You got a hail hit right there, you got one right over here, and you've got a chip over here. So this whole line will get paid for. We've got that done. Oh. And I'm pretty confident, like I said, we've got enough on your gutters. Looks like some more damage right over here in the corner. Just have the gutters on the back side. And then over here, what you can see is, maybe they trimmed the tree and that was just rubbing. I thought that may have been some wind damage, but there's nothing picking up. So that was just from brush, so that won't count. That won't be storm damage. More of the same. Look at your exhaust cap, it's just destroyed. Yeah, I think we found enough. Ultimately, my immediate suggestion would be that you did need to file a claim. You don't need to just get estimates. You need to get your insurance company out here and get on record this storm damage. If you have any questions, my name is Jeremy Wilson. Phone number is 817-291-9513, and my email address is jwilson@coreyconstruction.com. Thank you again for your time, and have a super day. Bye-bye. What's over here, I don't know if we'll be able to get this purchased just because you don't have a lot of stain left, but you can clearly see the hail damage on your fence. That's one thing I would ask the insurance companies, the power wash and stain. Not necessarily sure they'll go for it since it's such a small area, and we need to find more. But due to the way the hail hit, yeah, just like I expected, you've obviously got some more damage and a lot more stain over here. I'm fairly confident with this and as much as stain that's left, we can get you a quick power wash and a stain as well. So like I said, that'll conclude the inspection. If you have any questions, just let me know. And other than that, thank you again for the opportunity and have a super day. Bye-bye. Oh, we got a hailstone hit right here, broke the window. We also got some window beating off. What we're gonna ask is this whole aluminum window come out and get replaced. There's a lot going on. I'm not sure that'll happen, but they will obviously replace the glass and the beading. With all that going on though, I'll ask for a new window. And then finally, just some up close look right here. Really tore in to your fence. It's not just flecking, I mean it did damage all the way around here, all the way around, and then starting right here. We can still get a view, which is all you need. Right here on your stain, right here, coming in. Yep.